Hi guys, I'm just going to make a quick video. Sorry, apologies for the cough during this. This video will be titled Why FIFA 19 is Trash, and we will go into a game and we will analyse it on Division Rivals. But there's so many issues with this game, which I'm sure if you've played it yourself you'll be able to realise. Now, like, there's so many issues. I don't know where to start. Start with the shooting. You know, we've grown up playing FIFA, relatively the same shooting technique for all of it, and they bring in time finishing. Now, time finishing, they said, was to increase the skill gap, and when it does the opposite, as you are penalised heavily, and I don't care what they say, you are penalised heavily for not using sorry, you're penalised heavily for not using this time finishing. And tell me how it creates a skill gap when you can, you know, if you're a good player, you play nice football and you get in behind their player and your player scuffs it because you refuse to use time finishing. Why do you need to use time finishing when you're one-on-one or from close range or from a header from 2 yards? You don't need to, but it makes you do it. And you know, it penalises you heavily for that. And how is it creating a skill gap when you do all that and you can miss from 5 yards, but some person gets lucky with time finishing for 30 yards and it flies top bins? How is that? What's that? That's closing the skill gap, isn't it? You know, it's making the worst players come out as winners. And like, you know, I don't mind time finishing in a way to help, like, make it a little bit better, but go back to the similar style of shooting when you don't want to use it. You know, I don't want to use time finishing. Sorry, I don't want to use it. I've tried it, don't like it. I think they're so flawed. Like, if you even if you manage to hit it on the green, it's not powerful enough. And then when you try and put power on it, and then tap it again, it's impossible. It says you're too late. But unless you have incredible reflexes, it's impossible. Like, you can hit shots and it says slightly too early and they fly into the corner flag. Since when is a slightly too early shot gonna fly into the corner flag? You know, it's completely different. You shoot and the time difference between when you've got to click again is different in each spot. It's completely random. Not only that, like, I was never one for pace abusing, didn't really like it, but this is atrocious. You could have a 50 rated pace centre back against Mbappe or someone like that, and they will catch up with you. You could go through on goal, face towards goal. They could turn and sprint and catch up with you and muscle you off the ball when you have 37 extra pace. You know, that shouldn't happen, and it does. And you can't get behind players anymore. The AI defending. How does it create a skill gap? When the worst, it takes, I'd say the biggest skill to master on this game is defending. Well, how does it create a skill gap when you're literally giving it to players that don't know how to defend? You know, the centre backs follow you everywhere. You can't do anything. They create foul after foul after foul, pulling you back, pushing you around. You don't get fouls for it. And even if you do from last man, they won't get a booking. You know, it's atrocious. If you've just got the game, you're like, oh yeah, it's not too bad, because I did for the first hour or two. But once you see the flaws come in, it's so frustrating. The shooting's the worst of them. I believe Corey, who's one of the, I don't know if he's a dev or he's just a community help. I believe someone tweeted him about the fact there's constant shooting with side foots outside the box. You're 30 yards out. What player bloody side foots it? But these players do. And I thought, oh, this is just a major game flaw. And he's come out, I'm pretty sure he came out and said it was a bug that they were aware of. This was 24 hours before full release was, you know. Are you telling me that's not a priority? 24 hours before full release, that one of the main parts of the game in shooting from outside the box is buggered. and this is what, 48 plus hours later, and they've still not sorted it out. I don't think they will sort it out. And unfortunately, a lot of game changers now who played, you know, the demo and everything at game changer events all said don't change, don't nerf it, don't change anything, don't patch it. And so now all EA think is, oh, we created a great game. People on Reddit think, I mean, I don't really go on that, but I've seen it, you know, play 2 or 3 games career mode and think it's amazing. But if they come up against anyone that's going to give them a challenge, they'll realise the flaws in it. And I can't begin to, I can't begin to just say, pace is wrong, shooting is wrong, defending's wrong, keepers, I think are better than last year in terms of making saves, but they're still making dumb mistakes of palming balls out at 2 miles per hour. If you go back on my look on my video just before, it shows the Pro Club glitch. Now, I don't know if I get bad for telling people this, but I've tried to tell, the devs on Twitter and that, but as far as they're concerned, all I see is them responding to people going, great game, fantastic game, after a few hours. But I don't see any responses to people saying, look, this is a major flaw in the game. So I'm going to say, so hopefully they'll see, which I doubt they will because my channel gets nothing. But, hopefully they'll see, like, you literally, in pro clubs, you stick, there's a goal kick for yourself, you stick 2 or 3 players up towards the end of their box. The keeper can absolutely smash it. No keeper, as far as I'm concerned, like maybe 0.1% of keepers can kick that far, and the defenders won't follow you. So you'll have, unless you'll get the ball into their 12-yard box, and so while they're still in their defensive line, because you can't be offside from a goal kick, and you'll have 50-50 chance of scoring, because if the 12 pace centre back doesn't catch you up by then and completely destroy you off the ball, do they care? Of course they don't care. Will that be sorted out? It won't be sorted out for weeks, months. Even I don't think it'll be sorted out at all. They won't patch this game because people have already licked them up and saying how great it is. But then they've released a game that's completely different. I thought the demo was better. I thought the demo was good. Played it around. This is just slow, clunky, and horrible. Yeah, my team's naff, but I just can't seem to do anything else. Yeah, I just can't be bothered. I was a 4 or 5 wins to every loss player last year. I'm losing more online than I am offline this year. Sorry, losing more online than last year. It's atrocious. Foot division rival rewards are all over the place. You get rank 1. Let's see his guy's team first. You get rank 1 in Division 5. You get your tradable packs are what was it? And 1 mega pack. Sorry, a 50k pack and 2 15k packs. So 85. That's 80k worth of rewarded packs. But if you get rank 2, you get a mega pack and a 50k pack. So it's 85k packs worth of rewards. So the only reason you want to get bigger, go into rank 1 would be for the coins, which are about 14,000 extra. Which, for the extra points you have to get, is it worth it? I don't think so. Ready? Always too early. Too early, too late, too fucking...
Emre Can plays alongside Lucas Billia in the middle of the park, and a partnership with these 2 strikers.
Defenders having incredibly long legs.
Cut out by the defender.
Excessively long legs to block everything. Look at that. That is a foul. He's actually given a foul for that.
Alvaro Gonzalez. Nemanja Matic. Lingard.
Look at that. Pushed me off the ball. Just pushed me. Like I wasn't even there. I'm going to be unbiased this game. If I have something dodgy to me, which I'm sure I might do at some point, I'll tell you about it.
Well, I think both of these players should come into this
match. Look at that. What is that? Why are you falling over?
Really, because they really have played well. They've led from the front.
That's not where I wanted it, but so yeah, it's a bit of dodgy I've got there. Ready?
Threads it through. It's Lucas
crossing his dodgy. Look at that touch. Look at that touch. Go towards the ball. Go towards the ball. Don't try and push him off. Go towards the bloody ball.
Marco Parolo. Untidy work. It's Jesse Lingard.
Look at this. Look how quickly. Look at that. Willian was running, and the bloke was following his every move like it was some prime Real Madrid play, like Roberto Carlos in his bloody prime. Let them do the bloody defence. Oh, look at the space my left back has left. Look at that for him. An awful touch. In the demo, close control was a thing. I thought it was a thing. But what have they done? I don't know. Look at that. Look at that ball. I only tapped it. Look where it's gone.
Chance to cross it. This is an exercise in patience.
Look at that. Don't tell me you aren't penalising people for not using time finishing. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Sorry for coughing, but As you all know, I've already got one. If you watch my other videos.
Bonaventura.
Oh, look at that. It's just dumb.
Marcos Alonso. They can spread the play.
Watch this,
now.
you play down the line.
Benzema.
Look at that. Look at that, tackles him, pushes him on like he's not even there.
Chan.
The ball would glitch
Bilia.
forward through him. Oh, look at that. Players aren't going towards the ball, players don't have a clue. Look at this, it's like a game of pinball, isn't it? Look at this. I didn't do that. You can't have time finishing if there's delay. It's impossible. Which is, there's clearly input delay in his game.
Marco Parolo. Bonaventura. Martinez.
If any of you've seen Kurt's video, one of the best pro players in the world, he is spot on with what he says. Absolutely spot on.
He's punched it away.
And I didn't really like his video last time where he completely ignored anything they were doing with pro clubs. So, look at that. What are you doing?
Martinez. Attacking now.
Sadly, this is exactly as expected with a lot, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of game changers. You know, anyone with a platform gets given a game changer thing and is too worried to criticise EA because they might lose it.
Out for a throw.
You know? Matt HD Gamer criticises them from time to time, but don't think even he gets listened to by them, sorry. Look at that! Side-footing it! Why are you side-footing it? Why? That's not normal! I wouldn't do that down the park from there. When I'm going, oh.
It's a good place to win the ball here.
The players don't know how to do anything outside the box. If it's a bug, fix it. Fix it before release like you should have done when you realised it was there. Look at the touch. This is bloody Champions League cream Benzema. And he's touching it like pro clubs from last year if anyone played that. Look at that. As I say, look at the way my defenders just managed to get back and muscle him off there. You're not creating a skill gap when you're giving people defending. When you're making pot shots the way to score.
It's Lingard. Werner. And here's the shot.
Look at that. How is a keeper saving that? I'm not saying like saving it, palming it wide. How is he holding it? How is he flying through the air and then holding that? Wow. What is going on? That's not a foul. No, look, my keeper palms it though, doesn't he? Oh my word, look at this clusterfuck.
So close to
sorry if the video cuts out at any point. I've made a lot of my points, but it is only 30 minutes you can record on PlayStation, I believe. I would get like an Elgato or something, but with what, 2 views of videos recently or something, it's not going to happen. I've just searched for people's opinions on FIFA 19 and that, and I can't find many recently. So I thought I'd make one myself. Give you my opinions, but my opinion don't matter to EA, does it? As long as they get their money. Look at that. Too early and it's trash like that. How is that too early? Every time too early, too early. It's not going to be trash though, is it? It doesn't have to be trash. Look at that. If it's slightly early, make the keeper make the save possibly. But why has it got to be trash? Horrific.
Marcos Alonso moving
so
forward.
clunky, so horrible. You can't get past that. Look at him following Willian every move. Yeah, it's out of time. Oh my god. Like, even if you do get into leads in this game, the game is so scripted as to if they get 1 goal back if you're 2 up, you will concede and you will at the best draw. Oh, look at that, he's turned his The only way you can get past players is maybe with a bit of skill if you're lucky. Confuse the AI. Quick passing doesn't work, like you. Look at that, too early, but at least the keeper had to make a save.
Corner.
OP corners, but unfortunately I'm not
Here
clued
comes the
into as
corner.
many people on how
Good
OP these can
defending
be.
at the front post, but not such a
Leave
good
it,
corner.
leave it. For fuck's sake. Dumb game. Don't do that. Look how short that bloody
Alex
pass
Vidal.
was.
Come back to get a
Oh
touch.
my
Get
word.
involved in the
What
game.
am I playing? What am I? I might as well play bloody Pez. It can't be worse than this.
Trying to
I've
keep
got the demo
ball.
downloaded.
Not
I've got to
anymore.
have a go on that.
Steady at best in the first 45
Maybe
minutes.
it's about
Still
time
45
FIFA
minutes
players
to go.
protest against this
Room for
shite.
improvement. I think you could.
To take the lead.
Look at that! Stop
Gone out
fucking
for a goal
penalising me for not wanting to time shoot from 6 yards out, you stupid company!
Intercepted well.
Sorry if my coughing during this is irritating. Can't really help it.
He's
Look at
tried
that!
from
Look at that!
long,
Different.
really
Look at the
connected
difference
well.
in that. How am I meant to
Disappointed to
tap
see
circle
fly on
that quick? Because if I
Yeah,
bloody do,
somebody
they'll say
in the
too early or
crowd
too
more in
late.
danger from
It's like a
that shot.
millisecond to get it anywhere near the green bar, and then it changes every go, so
We
you
could
have
be in.
no idea.
Martinez.
Oh my word!
the bar's
It's actually
still
a good
shaking.
save.
How did he reach that? Brilliant goalkeeping.
You could tell the keeper was pleased.
Not playing
with
squad
that.
battles. That's
Why
boring.
wouldn't he be? At the top draw,
As it
that
was
save.
literally for 75% last year.
It's gone out for a throw.
FUT champions. Takes a lot of points to
Here's
get qualified,
Vidal.
but I suppose you can add them up.
It goes out wide again.
And I don't want to play that. I'll get
Jesse
absolutely, I'll be
Lingard.
trashed.
Nemanja Matic.
I'm getting trashed now.
Maybe a bit of a sighter, but it was a strong effort.
How is that?
Absolute
How on
score
earth
from those
did
kind of
did it come off
distances.
somewhere? I couldn't see that.
He's got some strength, hasn't he, to shield the ball like that.
This game's clunky. It's horrible.
We've
It's
had an hour
sloppy. It's
gone
badly
here,
made.
Still 30
And
minutes
after the
left.
year, they look at that. I tapped it.
Throw
Talking
here.
about tapping it, that's what you got to do at penalties. If you go anywhere over
Bonaventura.
half bar or even close to half bar,
Well, that
you're
pass
hitting your friend
never
in
looked
row
like
Z,
reaching
mate.
its target, and they're away
Ready?
with
Look
the
at that.
ball.
That's
Praise
too
for
early,
trying the
slightly
shot,
too
Alan.
early,
Well, his
and it drags
teammates aren't
50
too
yards
happy.
wide. It doesn't happen in real life as much as this. Oh, mate. This game.
Here's Willian. They've got numbers in this attack.
Look at
It's
this. You
Lingard.
can't go through on goal, mate. They're up your arse. Look at this. Look at that touch. It's not normal.
That's his game,
It's
isn't it?
not
Intercepting.
normal. Honestly, to the people that make this game not watch
Marco
football.
Parolo. Good vision.
Look at that. Look at how my
Space for the
defender's
shot.
been.
Down.
Look at that for him.
Chance to
Look at
open
that
the scoring.
shite finishing
It's
for
been fairly
him.
tight.
I'm
That
sure
was
he's
by
saying
far
the
the
exact
best
same
chance
thing
so
down his
far.
side. Please, guys, if you think you agree, if you agree with me on this video, please share it or make your own videos and send them to me. I want to hear your
Bonaventura.
opinions. I know this
Martinez.
video might get one random view off someone, but I just had to give my opinion off
Now
because
Lingard.
none of the devs or the
Werner.
community people. See, look at that.
Spotted
You
well
can't
by
go
the
through on
defender,
goal
cut it
anymore.
out.
It takes him too long to pass, and then
This
lanky
could lead
legs
to
at
a
the back
chance. It's good attacking play.
comes out with something incredible.
Looking for teammates in the middle. Only
Offside, no,
partially
offside,
cleared,
no.
so
Yeah, he
to
scored,
put them
didn't
in front.
Yeah, he scored.
Oh, we've had to wait for this first goal.
Oh, this game's trash.
To be
It's
honest with
so
you,
trash. It's so
It's come against
clunky.
the
It's so
balance of the
horrible
match
to
to
play.
this point. But they have defended well. And
Well,
now
I've seen
they've
really
managed to
top
find an
players
attack
saying how
that has found a way past
how
the
they're
goalkeeper
struggling.
hasn't
It's
had
just
too much to do in truth.
just not
And they
normal.
lead
It's
with
just
the
not a
first
good
goal of the
game.
It's late in the game.
At no point did he
It could
deserve
be
that.
decisive. And that
He's not been better
has
than me. I've
opened
not
the
been better than
scoring.
him.
1-0 here. Deflected
See
out
why is
for
his
a
player not
throw.
keeping that in?
Lucas.
You know, plenty of time. Look at this. Look how long it's
Nemanja
taken him.
Matic.
I didn't do that. I asked you to stop balling.
Alex Vidal.
You can't thread through balls anymore. Lanky defenders. Legs the size of tree
He's cut that
trunks
out
and
well
strong as
read.
them. Coming in. Ploughing you out of the way like you're not even there.
Benzema. Lovely
Look at that.
incisive pass.
Look at how.
Williams cross.
Look. How
Cleared
was he
away
reaching
by
that?
the defender. He's blocked
Oh, maybe
well.
that one was my bad because
given
I
it
actually had
away.
space. But even if I had done it, it
Rodriguez.
just flew into the keeper's hands and he'd have had a cup of tea before it got there.
Velotti.
Mate, I've raged so much this game, I don't
Finds
care
some
anymore.
space
It's
here on the
just
flanks.
trash. Look
Hit
at
it
that.
well. Well, he
He's
tried his
probably
luck
sitting
from a
there
long
saying
way
the
out, but
same
the
thing.
goalkeeper
What a
had
trash
no
game.
problems at all.
After the last year we had, I think it's disgusting they've come out with
Now
this.
here's a chance to get at the opposition. Werner. Willian.
Wow, mate.
Defender really putting his body on the line to stop the cross. Matic.
Oi, oi, tree trunk legs. Look at him.
Shots on
Look,
him.
why are you side-footing it? You fucking idiot, this game.
Keeping an eye on the time here.
Why am I shouting
Still
at the
can have a
players?
decisive
Game
moment
mechanics, it's
in the
why so
short time
fucked
that
up.
remains.
Look at this. How is he
Got
have
8
these
more
tree
minutes
trunks? The
of the
size of
90.
look at the legs. The legs of the defenders.
Martinez. Here's a chance to go down
Pickford,
the
I've
outside
called
of the
Pickford out.
opposition.
What are you doing? Come out.
Well, he's cleared the danger. Quick-witted and quick
Look at
in
this.
his movement too to intercept there.
That's what he just did to me. There was a foul. No.
And they've got a man out wide. He's got a chance to cross. Defender did well to get
Look
to
at
it.
that.
Hasn't
It's embarrassing.
found the
It's
goal.
embarrassing to play.
That's deflected behind.
After
It
a
will
year,
be a
I was
corner.
excited. I thought close control,
And in it
fast-paced
goes.
game when I played the demo. Look at OP headers. Sums it up for
It's
me.
a terrific
I
goal
can't
and
win.
a terrific
I
time,
can't win a
and it
game.
should seal the win.
There's so much wrong. Penalties, corners, overhead kicks constantly,
Where did that
finishing,
goal come from?
AI
Top class.
defending.
Well,
I
defensively,
can't
you
say
could
any
keep
more. I'm
holes
going to
in
end
it,
the video,
but the way
guys.
attacked
You know,
it, what a
I'll make
clinical
another one
finish.
on my opinion again at some point,
Restarting at 2-0.
which will get ignored just like any other
Alex Vidal
person on Twitter who comes
really
out
trying
and
to
says
use the
anything
full
other
width
than
of the pitch
great
here
game,
to
lads,
make some
thanks
progress.
it, and then they go thank you,
Nemanja Matic.
enjoy, and then
Benzema.
retweet things from Reddit. Please guys, go and check out Kurt's video. I don't know what his YouTube channel is name, but you'll find it. He's a pro player, verified on Twitter. Please go and look it up. He speaks so much sense in it. Thanks if you have watched this video. And
Break quickly when they get possession.
woo, FIFA 20.
Lovely ball.